Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Just Fun Stuff. The update is fastly approaching, so it is time to get Funland ready for that. But first, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now let's get right to it. Alright, we are starting by just taking down everything that's kind of spooky season vibey. We have a lot of areas that can be utilized with the new update. There's going to be a lot of stuff to do with the houses coming up with the update. So I want to make sure that we have rooms. We have a lot of our residents' houses on the beach right now, and we have all these spooky areas that we can utilize to put houses on and really up the yard build. We are now going to be able to do interiors of the house. So I wanted to make sure that we were taking down some pretty seasonal stuff and getting ready for everything that's coming up. So there's going to be definitely a lot of pocket emptying. Oh, at the same time, I just realized it when I'm watching. It's mushroom season, so this is our first mushroom season here on Funland as well, so that's another exciting thing. I've just started to see and find mushrooms and start picking them, so hopefully we will get quite a few DIYs for that as well, because, I mean, pairing the mushrooms with the new update stuff that's coming out, I'm actually really quite excited about that. There's so many builds that we can do. There's so many new items that we're going to get, so being able to incorporate old with new, super exciting. I'm definitely excited about the new expansion packs for the decorating for the fence. I can't believe that we can finally custom fence. I can't even count how many times I've said to myself, I wish we had like a picket fence. Like I always wanted a cute little house with a cute little picket fence. We're going to be able to do that. I can't wait. Now Poppy is, like I said, she is just taking down seasonal displays. Well, I did love the haunted house on the hill with the little cave creature. It's November now. It's time to utilize that space a little differently, and you can see how much space it opened up. There was just a huge chunk of Funland that was being taken up by a really, don't get me wrong, I absolutely loved it for the seasonal item that it was, but it's time to make room for houses and builds. Same thing with the forest. I decided that I wasn't going to tear down any part of the spooky forest. The only thing I wanted to do was take away the spooky factor. The rest of it is really, it's great. So there was no need to take it down. The same thing with our pumpkin display over here. We're gonna take down a big chunk of it because we don't need the huge fall pumpkin display. I'm going to leave a little bit of a pumpkin patch, but this is a huge area too that we can use when the update comes to do a yard build, a house build. Found some mushrooms, so we had to go ahead and pick those, empty out our pockets. But as I was saying, again, it's all going to be all about the yard builds and the house builds now. So I want to utilize that space a little better, get some of the houses off the beach. Definitely change up some of the yards that we have as of now. Some are great and only need some minor tweaking, but I can't wait to get started. I can't wait for new characters. I can't wait for new items. I'm really excited for Harv's Island. Being able to set up shop with all of the characters that only come and visit us sometimes, having them readily available. I'm super excited about that. There's going to be at no point anything that we aren't going to be able to get, and that's exciting. Well, half of the fun of the game is the thrill of the hunt in finding the items that we want. I'm really excited to be part of putting up this area and getting what they need to set up their area, so I'm pretty excited about that as well. I'm also really excited to be going to work, to be able to customize summer houses for our villagers to create these yards and indoor spaces on these mystery islands. That's super exciting, not to mention the items that we will only get from being able to do that, those special items that we can bring back here and use. I'm super ecstatic about that. I'm also getting really excited about the boat tours, going to see the other mystery islands and what they have, because they're not going to be like regular mystery islands. If you've seen the previews or the Nintendo Live for the update, you know that there are so many new plants. There's new vines, I believe, you can use to climb. Oh, that's another thing. Ladders that we can leave in place. Before Funland was flattened, we had the treehouse, and I loved the treehouse. Not my design, but I loved the idea of the treehouse. And we had one of the false ladders like we have that we're using around Molly's Yard and some of the other builds that look really great, but they're not functional. We can't really use that space. We're gonna have ladders now that we can leave in place to use to get up and down. Same thing with the vines. You can climb the vines as well. I'm hoping we can bring the vines home and use them here on our regular island. I'm not sure about that yet, but that's, again, some of the fun stuff that we're gonna get to find out. I can't wait for that. Hairstyles and colors. There's going to be an actual hairdresser. I can't wait for that. It's gonna change everything up. We get to sit and have our hair done. I believe we can buy the hairstyle kit as well. There's a lot of things that we need to buy using Nook Miles, so I'm really excited that I have a bunch stored up, because I'm just day one. I'm buying everything that we need to at Resident Services. If it requires Nook Miles to buy it, we are getting it. I'm pretty sure some of the hairstyles go along with that. I know that the fencing kits and some of the pro decorating things come with that. Just right now, I also realize I have to keep running back. Well, Poppy has to keep running back and forth to the house to empty her pockets with the new update, the sheds. I never realized how much I needed that in my Animal Crossing life, where we can store things outdoors that we can get to while we're doing builds much easier than just having them in our pockets or going back and forth to home storage, which is also growing, so that's exciting as well. I believe it's going up to 5,000 spaces that we'll be able to purchase, again using Nook Miles, I believe. But just having that space to store everything is amazing, because I can't even count how many things I just put into storage, and those are just seasonal items from around the island. That's not even anything new that we're gonna get. So yeah, I'm excited about the garden shed. It's definitely going to be a time saver. It's going to have stuff right on hand as we're doing builds. I'm super excited about that. Of course, again, it's mushroom season. We don't have any DIYs. I see presents go by. I have to stop now, but it was a mic stand, so we didn't get one there. I'm pretty sure, and I should know this by now, we've been playing for long enough, but I'm pretty sure each color of the balloon on the presents represents something. I just haven't quite figured it out yet. I should actually look up that, I'm sure that's available. More Nook Miles points just for popping a balloon, which is great because we're gonna need them. Back to what Poppy was doing, which is cleaning up this area that was kind of like the little fall park. Now she's taking it apart, but I decided not to fully take down the platform yet or remove the trees from it like I did some of the other areas. Again, with the update and a lot of the new items and a lot of it being residents' houses and being able to do really cool yard builds and interior builds, I haven't decided yet whether or not I'd love to use that platform for one of our houses. So I figured instead of taking all the time to tear it down and then rebuild it, I would just leave the platform. Oh, Sahara. Now we are just cleaning up flowers, making room, tidying up most of the seasonal Halloween spooky decorations have been removed. Now it's just a matter of tidying up some of the flowers on Funland to make room. They kind of get out of control, especially when I'm not gardening on a regular basis or I haven't used the invisible path behind them, which is one of the greatest tips I've ever been given, because it really does stop your flowers from spreading too much. You can obviously tell areas where I've done it and areas where I haven't, but again, we're all about prepping our island for good things to come, so gardening comes with that. Here we go, a few more plants to tidy up. Pockets are full again. Cannot wait for the garden shed, although I don't think we'll be able to put flowers in there. But we are going to call it a day now. We are all ready. Everything's been turned off. Everything's been tidied up. I want to thank you guys for watching with me. I'm excited to share the update with you. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I will definitely be back with more videos.